Karis here, and I am outside in Sedona. I'm sorry that you can't see the red rocks. I mean, yeah, you really can't, but you can see the red dirt, which counts. I would like to talk to you about doing a new moon ritual all together for the new moon, which occurs on January 1st, or technically it might be the night before. I'm not exactly sure. I recommend that you just do a quick internet search of new moon in your time zone. You can just look at it and find the central time. You can find calendars with all new moons, full moons, moon phases. Just do a moon phase search, actually. And then you'll find when your new moon is and translate that into your own time zone. And then I invite you to do a ritual with me and with a bunch of my friends on all different areas of the globe where we are tacking down the light grid. So this is the way I understand the light grid to work. We've got the grid that exists maybe anywhere from like 6 feet to about 25, 30 feet underground that holds the codes for what goes on the surface of the earth. And I could unpack that and get a lot deeper into it, but it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that's where the codes live. It's kind of like, yeah, an energetic grid, but it's more organic than just lines going longitude and latitude style. It's kind of curly and swirling and moving and alive. Okay, so the idea is to take the grid that's up there, which is the new grid, the new paradigm grid that we are all incarnated here to bring, and to tack it down in spots, hopefully all over the globe. So what you want to do is find a rock, and the reason I'm sitting here kind of squatting on the ground is because what I want to find is just any rock. So for instance, here's one. And you can use a stone that holds memory, like clear quartz or something, but I think I'm going to use one of the Sedona red rocks because they're super magical. This is the one I'll use. I just found it just right now. And what you're going to do is hang on to it. You can even find it that night if you like, or do it now and carry it around. And align it with your best feeling code. So my best feeling codes are bliss, excitement, intelligence, inspiration, joy, love, friendship, awesomeness, laughter, silliness, music, dancing, movement, health, creativity, okay? And then not only that, because that's just what gets us started, then what you want to do is imbue it with the new code frequencies. So the light grid up there, the way I understand it to be, it's about as low as a really low flying cloud, okay? And it looks the same way. It's all these swirly, curving lines that are cleaner and more healthy, because the ones under there right now have been going for a really long time. They've been the same ones that have been here since, you know, the Inquisition and the witch trials and all these kinds of things that have given us so much trouble in the past. The new light codes, the new grid, is one that has transformed all of the duality we experience into a new type of experience. So, for example, what happens to a warrior when the war is over? When there's nobody to fight? He can either create more wars, or he can become an athlete and work his physical body for the joy of it. What happens to a culture if you don't want gangs anymore? Well, gang is the energy of family and connectedness. So you strengthen family connectedness energy. Even if it's not physical family, it's soul family. Or say even with entertainment, if you don't have good versus evil, how are you entertained? Well, you'll have the way it is versus how great it can be. So do you see where I'm going here with the grid? It's not that it takes all the excitement out of life, because that's why humans don't let go of our struggle. It's not because we want to struggle, it's because we're afraid we'll get bored and won't know what to do with ourselves. So what we want to do is embed these stones with an energy of reaching as far as you can and having all that stimulation without the pain, because you don't need the pain anymore. Okay, so what this does is, like, say this, you know, light grid that's non-physical floating up there, when you imbue with that intention this stone that you'll have with these frequencies after you've warmed it up in your hand and carried it around for a while and sent your energy into it, as if you're typing code into a computer. When you type your words into the keyboard, they appear on the screen. Well, you want to do the same thing by sending thoughts and emotions into the stone, and then it's going to be stored here in the stone. What you want to do is not only make it a place where that light grid up there, gets tacked down, almost like you're using a push pin to plug it into the one below it, to upgrade it, fill in the holes, fix the broken spots. But also what you want to do is make the place where you're about to plant a seed of a new paradigm, make it be healed, make it be a place for all of the people who are your soul family, both ones you've already met, ones that you will meet, and ones that you have never and will never meet, but just who resonate on the same amazingness frequency that you resonate on. Make it a haven for them, make it a beacon, make it a place where the earth code is clear and clean and happy and vibrant and evolving in a way that is joyful and not through struggle. And then, once you've coded it with all that, try to do it as close to the moment of the actual new moon as possible. That's why you had to look up the moon phases. Plant it in the ground. Try to get it, I don't know, maybe 6 inches deep. And make sure it's not just, ground scraped across so nothing can kick it up. Try to get it down in there, plant it, and then just leave it alone. And that's what we're all going to do for the new moon. If you're interested, anyone is invited. Feel free to do it. I would love for you guys to comment and let me know how that ceremony goes for you. If you have any interesting visualizations or ideas or even things to add, feel free. Because I would love for 2014 to be a year where all of us who know we're soul family end up coming together and owning who we are and creating the amazingness in the physical realm that we know we can create, and not just talk about it anymore. Okay, on that note, I'm going to go home with my rock, hang out with it for a while until it's time to plant it in a few days for the new moon, for the first moon phase of 2014. What a beautiful way to start the year with a brand new beginning. Okay guys, much love, go in peace, can't wait to see what happens, and I'll connect with you again very soon.